am your highness, I am the I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new way. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get loud tonight. Then lose your mind. Squat. I'm it. Squat. I'm it. Squat. I'm it. Squat. I'm it. Squat. I'm it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Dolphins coming in at 5-4, going up against the Titans, who come in at 5-4.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to picturesque Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back?
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Look at the dance and the juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
To throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking that time for Stills, and it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So 2nd and 10 here. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Leopard!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And over the middle, this is Parker. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now. No. Over.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 3, 19.
throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got the 1st down and more past the 40. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 54 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the red zone now, Mariota. And caught by Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. From the gun, Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Mariota on the delay to Henry. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
3rd and goal, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run forward, Henry. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The big back, Derrick Henry, held out of the end zone. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll look to throw here. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And he connects with Ebron. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A first down carry for Henry. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Partner, we saw these Dolphins jump off sides a bunch last year, but that's not unusual for those guys like Sue who want to get that quick start into the offensive backfield, and they do make a lot of plays doing that.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Blake Bell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Here's Ajayi. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. It got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And he'll be knocked down sideways right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Throw now on 1st down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kenny Stills with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. He's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Titans getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll field this at the 5. And he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 5-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw is Mariota. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Mariota now. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilkins. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught. Humphreys. He won't go down. A big play there just before halftime. 67 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now let's go!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Mariota now on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. There they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Third and long here for Mariota. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Matt Darr now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
All right, here we go.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play on third down for the Titans. 66 yards. First and goal here from the 9. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. From the gun, Mariota goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right around the 31. So now here come the Dolphins. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Mariota. Ebron's got it. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards on the ground. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Thomas, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Rolling to his left. He finds some open field here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Shipped together here from the D-line.
I got 15. All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He finds finds an opening past the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pope. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the toss play, this is Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Back to throw here. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll drop the throw. He goes underneath the Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back now in Miami. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Finding room to the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, 3rd quarter in Indy. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here.
No. Check. Gun. Back that up. No. Check. Patriot.
Slot man moves right. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, it's Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Mariota. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 21, and that'll be good for a Tennessee first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. He finds Corey Davis. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream.
This shit's sad, bro. Our defense is looking like shit out there,
almost
bro.
feels like there was a bust in coverage.
My motherfucking rookie out there looking like Tom Brady. And shit, your fucking running back's looking like Adrian Peterson.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Gets past one man. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Got him.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Maybe he's gonna get that first down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And over the middle, this is Parker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Fresh set of downs here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Let's go.
A pitch out to Drake. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up.
Green 39. Green 39.
Toss play to Sims. And
Come on, man.
On the play back at the 45-yard line.
Gotta make a play, homie.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
I wouldn't make a play on that one. Fucking that nigga.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll set up to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Humphreys, 114 season. Just picked him up off free agency the week 2 weeks ago.
First down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football, but the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Right back to Drake. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. They are on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, in Santa Clara, and the Lions emerging victorious. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Oh,
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Oh, okay. I'll take it. Ah.
So now this game hinges on the right leg of Andrew Franks. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win.
Good.
And here
Dolphins with the W.
If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's
What
over.
the fuck just happened?
We can still have some more football.
That's exactly
Bitch,
right.
I just
If
made
they
the
go down and
kick.
kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
What the fuck? You see this shit glitching, homie?
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and
Bruh,
let the
you
play
see this
stand,
shit?
and they'll take that.
This shit is crazy. Offsides. How you call offsides on the kicker?
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Sims. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Throw left side.
He went out of bounds.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Given 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Drake.
I don't want to take no hit. You can throw it out of bounds.
Inside the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive.
Now let's go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the
I ain't throwing a
USC
pick
man,
all
Dory
game.
Jackson.
And I throw one now.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Damn, I ain't gonna pick the whole game. And I threw one now. This game was glitching at the end, though, man. That shit crazy as hell.
At the speed and pace that they play.
Time to the tailback. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Wow. That's crazy.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run it now out of the gun.
You fumble from him, man.
Only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're
We
establishing a pretty good
have a
pattern here
damn
because they've
double
been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. What can Mariota do in the OT? And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. To go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. A first down throw for Mariota. He sets to fire deep.
Come on, McDonald, don't get that pick. Leading the fucking league in picks and get you another one, man.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly Just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A second down throw here for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And that is no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
No, don't get it, Kenny. You catch that, you go for the TD.
Ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's go. Boom, landed. All right, now, look at 56.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
Oh, Lord. He did some running and throwing on the run shit, man. He's fucking through an ugly ass pass. Wow.
So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason,
He
neither
was
team able to
on
finish
his
this
back
game
foot.
off. I know that the first
Threw a
thought
damn
is,
bullshit
does anyone
ass
really want
pass.
to win it? But I think that they
Right,
both
and then
desperately
straight
want
twice
to win it,
and
and sometimes you
that's
force
some
things, and that
fucking
leads to
bullshit.
errors.
I
It's
can't
out
do
there for the
like
taking.
nothing,
We'll see who
man.
can do it.
This shit,
And
homie.
he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Titans, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.